Anime defenders faking players? I bet you're all confused about the situation, and I'm going to explain it in this video and explain why I personally think and I personally know that they are faking players. Have you ever seen... there's 300k active now, that's pretty good. Have you ever seen it drop under 200k active players? Neither have I. Why is this though? And that might not arise any suspicions right off the bat, because you might be thinking it normally has 300k, so if it drops down to 200k, that's not much. This game, if we just have a quick dive into this server list here. Oh, what's this? A bunch of bacons in a server. Oh, what's this? A bunch of bacons in a server. Bacons in a server. Some bacons in the server. Like, bacons in server, bacons in server, bacons. Now, well, not bacons, but like basic characters that you don't have to pay Robux for. Now let's just join one of them. Let's just join one up real quick. Maybe not. Maybe we won't join one real quick because it's not being very quick. I don't care, go away. What the hell? This is the most glitchy game ever. And my graphics are on automatic, aren't they? You might be saying, why? How would they just be bacons? Because if we have a quick look, they're all like level 150. But what's happened, which is pretty dodgy, is these are all the sat at spawn doing nothing. And I popped on to Anime Defenders this morning, and this exact same server was up with the exact same people in, and they were all just like the basic characters. And you might be asking, well, how do they both have like high levels or whatever? It's because Anime Defenders, being the dodgy things they are, what they do is this is from the evidence I can gather, this is what they're doing. They're using Hetzner, which is a thing where you can rent servers, and they're like on these powerful servers, they're running loads and loads of Roblox accounts, joining them all to their game. The dev is giving all the Roblox accounts high levels, so it's a little bit less obvious, and they sit in here and they make the dev money. That is so dodgy. They're renting out servers to make more money off a Roblox game by making Roblox bacons alts. And like, look at this. Look at this. If I add one as a friend, they're AFK, they're not going to accept it. Also, they all have similar names. DM, DT, DX, like, and then up here, like, DD. It's like, and they're all so weird and dodgy. But then, if we have another look, if we go down to, like, servers real quick, again, scroll back down, this one! I bet this is even full of dodgy people. But it's full of dodgy people for Hetzner servers. Now, this is just an estimate, because if this is an estimate I made, if we're trying to run 300,000 Roblox accounts, I don't know how powerful these servers are, but let's say they can run. I can't be bothered to do that. Look, that's full because there's too many people. Basically, also I'm not even gonna figure out how many servers there is, but you know what makes it even more weird and dodgy? There is scripts in these servers with the bacons. So if someone hits join on the game, and it joins to a server with the bacon, it will kick one of the bacons and join them to another dodgy bacon server. And if we have a look up here, exploiting is strictly prohibited and will result in a permanent ban. We do not appeal our bans. Bear in mind it's an exploit, making it so if someone joins, it kicks the dodgy bacon and puts it into another server full of dodgy bacons. And I feel like the amount of effort and thought they've put into doing this is just stupid. And some of the dodgy bacon servers like this, only have 28 people because 2 people will have joined, kicked 2 dodgy bacons into like a brand new server. There'll only be 2 dodgy bacons in, and then it doesn't rejoin them back to this server, and then eventually eventually people will join this. It'll kick all the bacons out to the dodgy bacon server that the 2 original ones got kicked out to. Then this server will be deleted because there's 0 players, and then it's like a continuous cycle. But if we just keep scrolling down, there's so many servers. It's like dodgy bacons, dodgy bacons. They're not bacons. It's just like dodgy free characters. And and I know why they're not bacons. I know why they're just dodgy free characters. You might be asking me, why are they not just bacons then? It's because it would look suspicious if there was like 200,000 bacons in the game, so they made it so there was just normal players. But and it just gets more obscure. And I bet if I join this server, I'm gonna take a slightly educated guess. It's gonna be full of dodgy bacons. Oh my god! I'm so surprised! Guess what it's full of, guys? Dodgy bacons have really high levels. Now, I was originally thinking that someone like made an exploit that had a bunch of had a bunch of alt accounts on like servers that were just leveling these guys them up. That is definitely not the case, because then I thought about it and I realised that all the names are like the same. And look, this guy is the actual, I think he's the only, like, there's people that aren't just dodgy bacons, but like, I had to think about it. And why would one player have 200,000 alt accounts? And then I was like, they wouldn't, that's just ridiculous. But then I had to think about it, and I was like, well, they could earn so much revenue off the Roblox game. And then I figured out, well, basically I had a look at the Hetzner website for the Hetzner servers, and had a look at what like they were being used for or whatever. Because you can do that. If you go onto the Hetzner website, there's like a graph. And it turns out, well, basically, you can have a look at what the servers are being used for. One of them is hosting Roblox domains. So, well, no, I say one of them. Multiple servers, because you can see what users they've got, and they've got this and that and that and that. And on their website, they say you can use the servers for Roblox domains. That's when it hit me. These guys are definitely using some Hetzner servers for some Roblox domains so they can earn more money. And I'm not sure. I bet either these are my two thoughts. Either these guys are completely oblivious and don't have any remote idea about like terms of service or whatever, and like think like either these guys are completely oblivious and don't have any idea about terms of service or whatever, or these guys have read the terms of service, realize that nothing specifically says on the Roblox thing, nothing specifically says in the Roblox terms of service you're not allowed to after you've built your game host 200,000 Roblox accounts to earn you more revenue by just sitting in a lobby on some remote servers that probably have VPNs on, so if Roblox did look into it, they can't see where the servers are located or what. Since I bet they probably put VPNs on, so if Roblox look into it, they can't be like, why the hell is there 200,000 Anime Defender accounts? Like, because I I didn't think it was normal that there was 300,000 active players or 200,000 active players all the time, and then Hopeless the other day, like literally a couple of videos ago, Hopeless was like, anime defense. He was like talking about what games were doing good, and he was like, tower defense are kind of dying, and then he was like, I'm convinced half of the anime defender players are fake, and that was what basically said that I needed to make the video because other people are noticing it as well. Now, honestly, 72k. I've never seen it drop under 200,000, so I'm assuming that there's about 200,000 bots on. But basically, these servers must like have 24/7 monitoring as well. Because what if like one of the servers like restarts or something, or like needs updating, or Windows update or whatever, or like whatever, like they're gonna have some of this offline. And I literally, I'm not even kidding. I went on day one of the Anime Defenders release, and there was literally nothing anywhere that was like, oh my god, Defenders is releasing. It just came out of nowhere. On day one, there was 192k players, and they were all just like bot bacons. So from day one, I kind of knew that there was something up. And then, like, yeah, because it was just out of nowhere. It was literally out of nowhere. The first day. So I'm guessing there's about 60,000 active players, maybe like 50,000, 60,000 active players, which is okay, but compared to the 300,000 active players they make it seem, it's a bit dodgy. I think personally, at least. And like Small World update is out now. Play official anime official, and then events store. Now, I also find this ridiculous that they don't have anything like any affiliates or any things for sale. Like, even in my group, I think I have something for sale. Yeah, there we go. I have a Blobberdron for sale. Even in my group that I have not been active on at all, I have a Blobberdron, the t-shirt, for sale. And it's like, it's a bit, I find it a bit dodgy. I find it a bit dodgy personally. But yeah, it just like, it seems, I don't, it's like, is it okay that they're doing this? Also, 1.7 million votes. I'm guessing 1.6 million of them are the bots, because even on Toilet Tower Defense, this has 1.2 million votes. This has been out for loads longer. It has loads more visits. And look, this has 60,000 players. I think Toilet Tower Defense, honestly, is doing better than Anime Defenders for like concurrent players right now. And TTD is kind of dying. And I honestly think it's doing better than Anime Defenders for current players. I just think Anime Defenders has so many fake players. And I think more people are going to start posting about this situation, potentially. I think I'm one of the first people to do it. But 31 players of 30 people max. What? 31 players of 30 people max? Sorry, I can't tell what is happening now. Oh, yeah, 30. Let me guess. Literally, all 31 of them, all 31 of them are dodgy accounts. And a lot of YouTubers are starting to switch to Anime Defenders. Like, if we have a quick look at like LT Crazy. If we have a quick look at LT Crazy real quick, it's just, and have a look at his live streams. Live stream Anime Defenders Robux giveaway. Anime Defenders, and then there's rivals, and there's Anime Defenders, Anime Defenders, Anime Defenders. Yeah, it's just like Anime Defenders, Anime Defenders, Anime Defenders, and I don't, and they're not even doing well. Like, the audience that wants to watch Anime Defenders are not the same audience that want to watch TTD. And since he is primarily a TTD YouTube channel, like, I feel like those videos are not going to take off unless he gets a channel that has Anime Defender fans watching it. But say there's only 50,000 concurrent players that are actual concurrent players for Anime Defenders, and then so there's only 40,000, 50,000 concurrent players, and let's say 10,000 of those players actually were going to watch YouTube, and since there's other actual people like the do Anime Defenders, he is not going to be the top. Whereas he's built his audience up from toilet tower defense, and his TTD content is dying because there's 60,000 concurrent players toilet tower defense, and about 20,000, 30,000, like, and it's like Anime Defender guys. They don't want to watch the content on the game that they're playing, but people who play toilet tower defense do. So it's like different, but I think it is what it is. I do think that like they are gonna be exposed for this at some point, because it is 100% sketchy and 100% fake. Like, I'm gonna downvote. I'm going as far as to downvote the game. And look, even Meme C Update 4. Is this all fake players? Meme C Update 4 with 74,000? Because if it isn't, this is a better player base than Anime Defenders. So this game, I bet it's awful, I'm going to join it, has a better player base than Anime Defenders. And also TTD. Oh my god! How the hell does this have so many players? Sorry, I could make a better game than this. And I'm awful at game development. You know the only reason this has 97% upvote? It's because 1.6 million of those votes are weird, dodgy alts on Hetzner servers. Let me guess, there's a bunch of group members as well. 3 million plus group members. I'm gonna take a guess that 2.9 million of them are dodgy alts running on servers with a VPN probably at the other side of the bloody globe. How much does... That's got 2 mil plus. I bet Talantric YT... That's that's good to look. So even the TTD one that has 2 million, and that is because TTD used to be like stupidly massive. It's still pretty big, but it used to be like insanely massive. Like the peak of a day would be like 500,000 players. Peak of a day. Now it's just kind of dying out. Wow. Brown suit. Cameraman. Oh, Ramen Katana. Ooh, I can't turn around, oh well. I do kind of want to call blocks leg a bit. Anyway. So, honestly, I feel like that is about where it's at right now. Which is a bit upsetting. But that is where we're at. And yeah, I think that's the end of today's video. It's a bit of a different one, but oh well. Bye.